I gotta do that all over again? Okay, first one is Data Bank Phase 2, PV 25-2. I believe AKRF has some information for us.
Okay, sure. So the applicant submitted their draft scope, and we submitted a red line and clean version back to the board. A lot of it was clarifications on certain aspects and kind of just some typical secret language that we added in. At this time tonight, because it is still just a draft, we are asking that the board refer it out to the involved and interested agencies. That way they can come back and comment on the scope as well. And then we would also like to hear any questions or comments from the board on the scope. And this isn't the end of it as well. We're going to, here, let me pull up the schedule real quick. The game plan is to also set the public hearing for September 9th, and then we'll also be accepting written comments until September 14th. So the board we can discuss any comments that you all have now, but it's not too late later. If you need to email us, we can discuss things further and keep editing. We have some time. The goal is to adopt the final on 9/23.
Okay, thank you. This is just a scoping session for the board. There will be no public comment on this. This is basically for us to agree and to vote on circulating all the comments to the public. So there'll be no public input on this at this time, okay? Andy, questions or comments on this?
I don't have anything right now.
Okay. Mike, questions or comments?
Nothing at this time.
Okay, thank you. Dave, any questions or comments?
No, not right now.
Okay. Matt, questions or comments?
Nope.
Okay. Bruce, questions or comments?
No, not at this time.
Okay. Can I have a vote from the board to circulate this for public scoping session?
Motion to distribute the draft scoping document to interested agencies and the public.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Okay, so be it. Thank you.
And then the second part would be, I'm
Oh.
not sure if you all want a motion to set the public hearing for September 9th.
I think, isn't that up for the building department to set the meeting? Between,
The meeting's set, but if you want to make a motion, just so that it's on record that the planning board has scheduled it
okay, do I have a motion to set the meeting for, what was the date?
September 9th.
September 9th.
September 9th for Data Bank.
Motion to set public hearing for the scoping document for September 9th, 2026.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor? Any
Aye.
opposed? None. Okay, you have that. Okay, next item. If I can find it in this mess. Hold on just a second. I just had the darn thing. Oh, it's just a list, okay. I think the next one is a consultation for,
No,
no,
not that.
Which
Next
one?
page.
huh?
There
I
should be a
don't-
third page.
Okay, I don't have the third page, do you have it?
Hold on.
Here, I got it here. That was database. Okay, the next is Bureau Seventh Day Adventist Church, Village of Nyack Planning Board Site Review. It's a general municipal law referral. Is there any discussion on that? They're looking for, I think, a local
Which one?
local amendment. Any discussion? Andy?
I have nothing.
Mike?
Nothing.
Oh,
Sorry, there's an extra one, that's why.
Okay.
Oh, okay, thank you very much. Dave, nothing? No. Matt, nothing? Bruce, nothing? So we want to refer this for local,
Motion to refer, the Sarah Seventh-day Adventist Church back to the Village of Nyack, local determination.
do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? None. Okay, the next is Gray Residence Site Plan Amendment, again from the Village of Nyack Planning Board, General Municipal Law Referral. Any discussion on that?
I have
Andy?
nothing.
Mike?
No comment.
Dave? No. Matt? Bruce? Nothing? Okay, can I have a motion for local referral?
Motion to refer the Gray Residence Site Plan as amended back to the Village of Nyack, a local determination.
Thank you. Okay, the next is.
Second.
Second.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? Okay. Next is One Revert Place Seawall Rehabilitation and Stair Access. Again, the Village of Nyack Planning Board. Discussion? Andy?
No.
Mike?
No.
Dave? Matt? No. Bruce? Nothing. Okay. Again.
Okay, motion to refer One Levetta Place Seawall Rehabilitation and Stair Access back to the Village of Nyack Planning Board for local determination.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? None? Okay, done. Okay. Now we get down to business. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, the first one, if I can find it, and it's in this mess.
Koenig.
Yeah. Is it Coing 30 Corporate Drive LLC Site Plan Review, PB 2622.
Glenn McCready, engineer for the applicant. Glenn, MCCREEDY.
Okay, Mr. Brenner,
Yes,
what can I do you for, sir?
we are here for preliminary approval of an expansion of an existing building in Corporate Park.
You gotta push your button.
We are here for the expansion of an existing building in Corporate Park.
Okay, thank you, sir. Let me go through the consultant's reports. I have a letter from the Town of Orangetown, ZBA, Rick Oliver, dated August 11th. He has 15 comments. I have a letter from Orangetown DME, Bruce Peters, dated August 21st, with 17 comments. I have a letter from Orangetown Fire, dated July 31st, no comments. I have another letter from Orangetown Plan Review Consultant Paul DeGasky, signed August 2nd, 2026, with 3 comments. Orangetown Drainage Consultant, Collier Engineering, dated August 2nd, 2026, with 4 comments.
It's been,
Excuse me?
there was a second letter from the consultant.
I have another one coming right up,
Okay.
okay? I have another letter from Orangetown Drainage Consultant Collier, dated August 11th, which says not approved, 12 comments. I have a letter from Rockland County Department of Planning, dated August 11th, 12 comments. I have an email from Orange and Rockland, Alfred Gaddy, dated August 1st, may conflict. I have a referral sheet from Rockland County Department of Planning, dated July 13th, 2026, comments attached. I have a consent lead agent letter from Rockland County Planning, dated July 23rd, they consent. I have a short EAF form by the owner, dated April 6th, 2025, and I have project narrative provided by Mr. Brenner at the time of the application.
Did you read the August 20th letter from the consultant?
I sure can. Okay. This is August 20th from Collier, August 20th, 2026, from Collier Engineering. The above comments represented by our professional opinion and judgment, but may not necessarily, in all cases, reflect the opinion of the planning board. Overall, the proposed stormwater management plan meets the intent of the regulations, and therefore, we recommend that the Coning 30 Corporate LLC site plan be approved for drainage, subject to the above project comments, of which there are 4.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Any questions or comments?
Yeah, I'm looking at your landscape plan, down towards the end of the driveway. It looks like you're gonna put some trees in around that turnaround and down towards the back.
That's correct.
What kind of trees are they?
I believe we have them slated for arborvitae at this time, but we'd be willing to open up for comments for that.
Are they green giant arborvitae?
Yeah, the giant thujas. I'm talking about, yeah, the ones that, they're supposed to be deer resistant.
Depends on how hungry they are.
Well, yeah, I know. Yeah, the green giants.
All right, so, and then you have in the back corner on the left-hand side of the plan, existing trees to remain. All those other trees are gonna come out?
Yes, they'd be impacted by the construction, yes. Some of which are right within the envelope of the new building. I'm sorry, I didn't hit my microphone. I
Oh,
apologize.
here it is.
What about the trees like down on the property line there?
There are a few that would be
There's-
impacted that we're gonna be replanting in the same zone, just due to grading conflicts.
But you're not, you should be showing that on the
They're,
plan.
they're
there.
Xed out, the ones that are being taken out.
The ones that are taken out, but are you gonna replace any in the back there?
At this time, we don't have anything proposed directly behind the building. Most of those that are within the building envelope are being removed, but the ones that are outside the envelope are being protected.
Okay. I don't have any further right now.
Thank you. Mike, questions or comments?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The DEME's comments of August 21st of 2026, the first comment, it talks about the difference between the underground storage system and the above-ground storage system. And it was, Bruce Peters suggested that all proposed stormwater management facilities shall be the above-ground system. What is the rationale that you're putting it underground?
So there's, I don't know if you can hear me or not. So there's a few different rationales for deciding on the above-ground or below-ground infrastructure. The number one component would be how much disturbance is required to do the above-ground, which is one detriment for this project, considering the constraints to the property line, where the buildings are located, the existing buildings are located. There's also other considerations about the maintenance and the landscaping that are imposed because of the above-ground infrastructure. The ease for the underground infrastructure is that it's protected from the elements. It's relatively easy to maintain, and it is allowable per the New York State DEC manual. So, although it is costly to install, the future benefits usually outweigh the benefits of the above-ground facilities. However, above-ground facilities do have their merits, but in this instance, because of the constraints to the property line, it's one thing that we took into consideration.
Thank you for the explanation.
Sure.
Okay, thank you. Dave, any questions or comments? Matt? No. Okay, Bruce?
No, I got
Okay, the motion to open up to the public,
Motion to open public portion.
is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? None? Okay. Anybody from the public wish to speak on this project? One more time, anybody from the public wish to speak on this project? Hearing none, a motion to close?
Motion to close public portion.
Second.
Second, please.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? None, okay. Motion for lead agent,
Motion for lead agency.
do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None, okay. Motion for neg deck,
Motion for neg deck.
second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None. I think the biggest thing is the underground, and I think that you worked it out.
Right.
A motion for final with conditions?
Yes, Mr. Burnett.
I don't think so. I think we have to go to zoning
You need
board.
variances.
I think we have to go to zoning board, so if you can give us final, subject to zoning board
motion for final, subject to final approval from zoning board.
Motion for,
We all right with that? Okay? Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Ray. Okay.
motion for final, subject to conditions and the zoning board?
Approval.
Zoning board's approval. Okay. Let me go through the conditions. Orangetown ZBA, August 11th, 15 comments. Orangetown DME, Bruce Peters, August 21st, 17 comments. Orangetown Fire, July 31st, no comments. Orangetown Planning Consultant, Paul DeGasky, August 2nd, 3 comments. Orangetown Drainage Consultant, Collier Engineering, first of 2 letters, August 2nd, approved, 4 comments. Orangetown Drainage Consultant, Collier Engineering, August 11th, not approved, 12 comments. Rockland County,
August 20th, not the 2nd.
okay, I take it back, it was August 20th. The first one, the Orangetown Drainage Consultant, Collier Engineering,
August
the
11th.
approval letter was on August 20th. Can't be before the Brown, okay, fine, thank you. Okay. Rockland County Department of Planning, August 11th, 12 comments. And that's it.
For what? What? I don't see any.
Any problems?
No,
I think we're good.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, you have your final, sir, good luck.
thank you. I don't know, you guys are being too good tonight. What's going on?
We'll get you later, the night's early. Okay, next is 15 Corporate
Thank you,
Drive
everyone.
site plan. Good luck with it, sir.
Thank you so much.
PB 26-30.
It's all yours, man.
Yo, thank you, sir.
I'll be back.
Peter Skay, S-K-A-E, 15 Corporate Drive, Orangeburg.
I see you got your generator in.
Yeah. So I apologize for the site plan mix-up last time, but I'm back.
So, we're all set?
We're all set.
Go through the consultants reports.
Sure.
Okay. I have a letter from Orangetown ZBA, Rick Oliver, August 5th, 9 comments. Orangetown DME, Bruce Peters, August 21st, 1 comment. Orangetown Fire, July 30th, no comments. Orangetown Planning Review, Paul Bianski, August 2nd, 2 comments. Orangetown Drainage Consultant, Collier Engineering, approved, 1 comment. I have an email from Orange Rockland, Alfred Gaddy, August 1st, maybe gas conflict. And we have a short EAF signed by the managing member, Skate, I'm sorry, May 20th, 2026. Audrey, anything else?
That's it.
Thank you very much. Andy, questions or comments?
I have nothing right now.
Thank you. Mike, questions or comments?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just a couple. The short environmental assessment form dated May 20th to 26th states new rooftop HVAC units and chillers. Your plan, page 1 submitted for the meeting, shows 2 new chillers on the ground level, southeast side of the building. Where are the chillers going to be, on the roof or on the?
No, the chillers are on the side. There's a rooftop unit just on top of the loading dock, a small
That's-
package rooftop unit.
It's added then?
It's being added, and it's actually shown on all the mechanical plans.
Okay, all right, but it's, I'm just the conflict in the statements.
apologies.
All right. So there's 2 on the ground and 1 above?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, that's the only question I have now. Thank you.
very much. Dave, questions or comments? No, right now. Thank you. Matt, question, comment? Bruce, question, comment? Okay. Motion to open up to the public?
Motion to open public portion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Okay, anybody from the public wish to speak on this project? One more time, anybody from the public wish to speak on this project? Hearing none, a motion to close?
Motion to close public portion?
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
Gotta re-
Motion for lead agent?
Did we do that already? Did we do?
we did that.
We
Do
did.
lead agent? I don't know if we did.
Okay. All right.
No, okay.
Motion for,
lead agent.
motion for lead agency?
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion for neg deck?
Motion for neg deck?
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? None? Motion for final with conditions?
Do we have,
And I'll go through.
okay, does he still have to go to Akabor, or?
I don't think, no, this is the one with Akabor.
Huh?
The Greek church is Akabor.
No, no, there's,
Do they have to go to Akabor?
no, there's a comment, I think. Yeah, Buildings Department, number 2, Akabor and review and approval may be necessary, so we can waive it. We can waive it.
Okay, motion to waive
Hold on,
the
Jeff.
applicant. Check.
They have to go to ZBA for variances and then
Oh.
performance standards, that's what we.
I went to the IUC for our performance standards already. That was already approved. It's been approved for 2 or 3 months. I don't know what setbacks, I'm not violating any that I have anything that I need that. They're actually further than the existing mechanical equipment
Yeah.
outside, but that's,
Would the new generator be a side yard problem? Rick, go ahead at the top, where the generator is there, what's that? I think it looks like 46 feet. 46? And I think you require 50, isn't it? Require 50? Can we make that, well, I don't know, can we make that a condition? We
well, I
make-
can't, yeah, and I'm gonna have to go to, if it needs to go to zoning, then for a variance, I'm
No,
gonna.
no, I'm just saying, I'm trying to avoid you coming back
Yeah.
for a final.
There
Is there
should
a
be,
total side yard?
there may be a total side yard besides the,
If there's a total side yard, I don't think,
Well, the generator's the only one that's encroaching, that's at 46 feet. Everything else there is fine.
what's your total side yard on the other side? Is it gonna need a
What, yeah.
variance for total also?
Total side yard, go back down again, Rick.
You
no,
want
no,
100?
right here, he's got,
132 feet,
yeah.
or close to it. Right there, 132 feet. But then it goes in. But he's got only 46 here, and that's the problem.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is total side yard, both sides,
Yeah,
both sides of the building. Is it, you know, like,
But I think on the other side, I think he's fine, because it's
yeah, but
existing.
you've gotta
but-
add, you
But
gotta
the
add them
equipment's
together.
existing.
They gotta be added.
when you add them, if it's a total side yard of like,
No, I
let's say,
understand.
200 feet, and he's got 150 on one side, he's got, or 46, whatever makes up 200 feet, should be
Total
okay.
side yard, 200 feet. And so you have, you
I
talk,
don't know, is that what the zoning is?
What's
there-
that?
Yeah,
one?
it's
So he's
200
got
feet.
100, he's got 102 there.
30, the rear yard setback is 100 feet. So you have 103 to the building, and the chillers
Yeah,
are way
he's got
before that.
102, that's
If you
the
got
closest.
variances for the other chillers, you still have to get a variance for this. So that's what it is. And what they're saying is they're gonna give you final and let you go with the condition that you get the zoning approval,
Sure,
which
and-
will save you a big step.
Sure, and I'm happy to do it, I guess, I rely on engineers, and when the engineers gave me, how they said it to me was the setback is to the building, not to actually outdoor equipment that supports the building, but that's obviously incorrect, so. So setbacks are actually to any piece of equipment that goes on a piece of property? That's interesting. I know, me too.
I don't wanna see, if you don't have to come back, I don't want you to see you come back. It's up to the building department right now, and legal. I know we don't like doing it, because we're kinda almost setting a precedent. But we're talking,
two variances.
Are you saying two, just have well, for the chillers, I was.
Well, So can I understand
One
the-
side yard, and you have a
the
total
generator on
side
the other
yard.
side.
Can I just ask a question? I really genuinely want to learn. So the generator, we're saying, has to be 50 feet from the property line. It's only
Correct.
46.
Right.
The chillers have to be 100 feet? Why wouldn't they, by the same that they only had to be 50 feet?
And what I don't understand, Rick, can you go down to the bottom where the chillers are? Yep. And slide it over a little bit? Okay, these are the new two new chillers?
Yes.
These are inside of what's here. This is existing. So why does he need a variance for those two chillers? I think the only thing he needs a variance for is the generator.
So the way the law reads, it's an extension. So if you increase the volume or, you know, adding to the number of components that need a variance, so by the way the law reads.
No, I understand. It's just the rationality being that these two are inside of what's existing. Why
They
is,
still don't meet the setbacks.
Well, I just want to understand that. So the setback for a generator is only 50 feet, but the chiller is 100 feet? Why is the chiller different than the generator?
I would look, well, it's commercial property, so I would look at the generator differently. I really wouldn't be concerned with the generator. I think it's just.
But I'm trying to understand, if you're talking about outdoor, equipment that goes outside to support the building, does it vary by the type of equipment?
Typically, we consider a generator like an appliance.
And a chiller's not an appliance?
I would not consider that, no.
Okay, okay.
What's the distance on the other side again? From the
46.
building? 46 from, are we counting that as from the generator to the property line is 46, or from the building to the property line?
no,
Technically, it could. I mean, it's 4 feet. I don't know that it bothers anybody. I don't think it's a major concern, but if he's gonna go, he can go.
it's commercial all the way on both sides of the property. It's not as if there's residential, which is understandable.
No, you're gonna need 2 variances then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 variances needed. Go back on board, have them come back.
I'm trying to avoid that,
Well, we're gonna,
have them come back. I'm just trying to avoid that.
yeah, we're gonna, 1 variance is, but we're gonna go to 2 variances.
The only thing that we can do to possibly move this along is for you to ask a continuation. For you to go to ZBA, get those 2 variances, and you come right back. So you don't have to go back on the calendar. This is what I'm trying to do. I was trying to avoid that if possible.
So, Mr. Chairman, instead of asking for a continuance, we would just.
Right.
But now does he have to, if we give him preliminary, does he have to go back on the calendar in rotation versus continuing it and going the head of the line?
Either way, zoning without a decision.
Right.
All right.
I'm determined to get this finished, no matter
No,
how
no,
long
no,
it takes.
The board's trying to help you. The board's trying to help you.
Yeah, I get it. No, I get it.
You know,
So, Tom,
that we can do.
You can ask for it.
Yeah. Ask to waive Akabor.
Yeah, I would ask,
Chairman, if I could, is there any reason we wouldn't give him final, just with the condition he gets the variance, so he doesn't have to come back?
No, this is what we're trying to.
Yeah, I would say let's go forward with
But
that.
again, I have made the comment, are we setting precedent? Because we've discussed this other applications where, should we? And then we're worried about setting precedent.
Well, usually we look at the degree of variance. I mean, these are fairly minor variances. I don't think you'll have
Which
any
I
trouble getting
agree.
them.
It's-
And that's why we do this. I think it's a
Yeah.
good precedent for that matter. But there are other things where they're larger variances and, then we have them come back.
Okay. All right. I'd like to have a motion for final with a condition that the applicant gets his variances from ZBA. Okay?
Mr. Chairman, I would just say, subject to the ZBA approval, because phrasing it as a condition is technically not right. I would say, subject to ZBA approval with all the other conditions that you're
Yes,
going to
no,
talk about.
The rest of the conditions are going to go on, but it's subject to ZBA's approval.
Yes.
No question about it, okay?
Tom, do you want to include waiving?
Okay. First thing is a motion to waiver Akabor.
Motion to waive Akabor.
Okay, second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Okay. A motion for final with conditions which include that the applicant gets a final from ZBA for the two variances that are required,
Would be
along with other conditions,
subject to
Su-
ZBA approval.
subject to ZBA approval. And the other conditions are Orangetown ZBA Rick Oliver, August 5th, 9 comments. Orangetown DME Bruce Peters, August 21st, 1 comment. Orangetown Fire, July 31st, 0 comments. Orangetown Planner Review Consultant Paul Gasky, August 2nd, 2 comments.
Nobody did. Yeah.
Huh? I thought we had that already.
We skipped it. We voted on it. Right?
We stated it, we didn't make the.
Right. We didn't make a motion. We stated it, but we never made a motion.
Okay. You make the motion.
For final, subject to what are the conditions?
ZBA approval.
ZBA approval. I thought we did that. Okay. Okay. I have a letter from Orangetown BME, Rick Oliver, August 5th, 9 comments. Orangetown DME, Bruce Peters, August 21st, 1 comment. Orangetown Fire, July 31st, 0 comments. Orangetown Planning Review, Paul DeGasky, August 2nd, 2 comments. Orangetown Drainage Consultant, Collier Engineering, approval, 1 comment. Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None.
Opposed.
Excuse me?
Opposed.
You're-
Opposed.
Are you? Okay, okay. 1 opposition, 5, 4, 1. Okay. You have a half an approval.
Closer, I'm getting there. We'll just keep trying. So thank you, I really appreciate it.
All right, thank you very much.
Yep.
Okay, the next one is the Greek Orthodox Church.
Tell us all your names, please.
Thank you.
Hi, Justin Ferrazano, Colliers Engineering, on behalf of the applicant. Sure, Ferrazzano.
Father Michael Palomera, the pastor of St. Constantine and Helen Greek Orthodox Church. Palamara.
Robert Nocella, Nocella, architect with S&S Architects and Engineers.
Okay, gentlemen, what can I do you for?
Hi, so we were here before the board about a month ago. We received a drainage memo right before the hearing. We have since addressed that. We appreciate Audrey's help on expediting that for us, but on the 12th of August, we received that approval. So what we hope to do tonight is give a brief explanation of the building by our architect, and then we're hoping to move forward with approvals if the board sees fit.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, good evening. I just briefly want to run through the expansion of the building. It's an expansion to an existing Greek Orthodox church for the Youth and Education Community Center. The main level, which is the street grade, the expansion includes a parish priest's office, administrative office, parish council room, a conference room, and an event space with warming kitchen for parish events such as lectures or large meetings. The lower level will be used to house the Sunday catechism classrooms. There'll be 4 of those, a youth multipurpose room, 2 nursery rooms, and the supported toilets and facilities for such events. The overall intent is the addition to match the existing architectural features. It's a modern Greek Orthodox church design, very simple, white ephes and stucco cladded building with some blue coping accents at the roof line and a quarry stone water table, which is the base around the perimeter of the building. And there'll be arched windows that are kind of replicated throughout the facility. I do have a colored elevation.
Hold on just a second. Yeah?
Can we share the architecture while he's talking? This is a civil site plans. He's explaining the architecture, just want to make sure that's up on the board. Yeah, do we have that?
They don't have the, I don't believe they have the colored, well, they have the floor plans, but I have a new colored
Okay,
elevation.
do you mind if he shows, well, what he's
Okay.
explaining? Thanks.
So I kind of just ran through the plan and then started talking about the exterior design. So you can see here on this drawing, we're going to call it D7. The far left side of the plan is the existing church. You can see with the existing arches, the white ephes/stucco finish, and some blue coping. To area to the right, the lower building, that's the expansion. So again, we've mimicked the architectural features to be consistent throughout the project, and we've put in a stone base on the new addition, but we're adding that to the existing facility as well. So now you've got one big cohesive facility that kind of blends seamlessly with each other. Do you want to see do you want the floor plan up to kind of walk through it, or you're,
No, I can
okay?
go through the floor.
Yep.
We're kind of interested in the outside.
Mhm.
'Cause, I think we had an issue at the last meeting where, I think the attorney was here, he was looking to waiver Akabor, but at that time,
Yes.
we couldn't because we didn't have that's what we were looking for.
Okay,
So,
good.
Yeah,
it gave us an idea of what's going on.
correct. So last time we wanted all the approvals and the waiver, and we were deficient of that one drainage memo, which we're now complete, and
Okay.
hopefully,
Let me go through the consultant's reports
Sure.
and then we'll go on with it.
absolutely.
Okay, I have a letter from Orangetown, OPZ, Rick Oliver, August 5th, is 16 comments. Orangetown DME, Bruce Peters, August 21st, 20 comments. Orangetown Drainage Consultant, Weston and Sampson, dated August 21st, it's approved with 4 comments. I have the short EAF referred by Jesse Kokler, July 29th. And I have a response letter prepared by Collier Engineering, July 30th. Okay. Any questions or comments?
Yeah, I think the last time you were here, there was a question about the site to the Palisades Parkway, and I noticed that, I think on one of the plans, you put a note up there, you're putting up a fence in that back area to,
There's an existing fence, and I believe we decided to install privacy slats, so that would make it completely solid
yeah, okay.
to block any, along the new parking spaces.
Right.
Yeah, that's that label right there that you can see up, privacy slats. So that gets installed onto the chain link, onto the fence, and that prevents any headlights from shining through.
And that's gonna, how long is that gonna be?
The entire run of the new parking spaces, where
Just where the parking?
where the
to
two arrows, yeah, where the two arrows are pointing, that's the start and finish. Along
Now,
the Palisades.
Because, right here, Andy, because for the headlights,
Right, yeah.
okay?
So on the
That's where it's
rendering,
gonna go.
on the rendering that you had of the front of the building, where is the second story on there? It looks like all one story.
Correct, yes. So the upper level, if you will, is at grade. So if you're standing on the main street looking towards the building, you're looking at the upper level. The classrooms it drops down because the property drops off to the back. So the lower level is really kind of a walkout, if you want to describe it that
Okay,
way.
all right. I have nothing further right now.
Okay. Mike, question, comments?
Yes. Do you have a rendering of the rear of the building?
We do not have a colored rendering. We have the elevations that were previously,
But do you have
submitted.
a drawing of the rear of the building?
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so elevation, sheet D6 on the original submittal.
All right, so now, what's the Is the architecture on the outside similar to the front?
Continuous around all sides of the building. Yep.
And you're gonna have the brick along the bottom and the back as well as the front?
Yep, correct, yep, yep.
Okay. Now, when it goes out to the fence, you're putting in slats, right?
Yeah,
Privacy, what's the color of the slats?
We had said green, but I don't know if that's on the plan.
Yeah, I think we discussed green, but if there's a preference, I think they have a multitude of options.
Okay. Does that mean we're voting on the architecture and the landscaping as, in lieu of sending it to Akabor? That's why we've had these renderings. Now, on the landscape plan, I was looking at that, and one of the questions, I'm looking at the landscaping plan, it's, what plantings are we putting along? All we're doing is putting the slabs. Are we planting anything back there in addition?
I don't believe so.
No, we didn't want to cover the stone. We're probably going to have less.
No,
He's
this, but
asking by the privacy
the other
slats.
side of the
Oh, by
parking,
the
by the
fence?
fence, along the
No,
fence.
I think it was contemplated to try and block it with vegetation, but then we ultimately decided that the privacy slats are the most efficient way to block the light. Because if you do shrubs and hedges, you can do that, but some light might spill through. This is gonna completely block the headlights.
Okay, along the front,
There is landscaping proposed along the front facade there.
right, and you're talking about, most of it's gonna be the,
Shrubs, ground cover, and one ornamental tree.
okay, the variegated lily turf, is that the one that's gonna be going
The
along?
lily turf is ground cover, that's ground cover, and then there's some evergreen shrubs, and then there's one Japanese maple tree.
Now, the ground cover, that's going all the way along the front, on the street line, along the front by of the building by the parking?
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's annotated as
Yeah, look,
LIMV,
Yeah,
and you could see it's called out kind of right in the front of the
right, you have
new
it,
building
you have
there.
it along the street line, you have it along the parking areas, you have it along the back fence also. If I'm looking at, there's 67 of them. Okay. Okay. Now, the lighting plan, you're not proposing any new lighting?
No,
Okay, so the current lighting is sufficient,
Yeah, we upgraded like 3 years ago, our whole
Okay.
parking lot.
so it's sufficient.
Yes.
correct.
All right. Now, the ADA parking. On the reply from Colliers, it says, discuss and determine the location of the ADA required spots with the zoning officer. No, that's with us. Because that's not a zoning issue, that's a thing. I think the concern was that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, you have 5 spots, but it's on the other side of the driveway.
Mhm.
Am I correct?
Yeah. So the ADA parking spaces have to, by law, be the most accessible, close to the means
Right,
of
but it's
egress.
a dangerous situation, they gotta cross the roadway there. Now, originally, in your previous plans, right next to the porch, you had 2 ADA spots there. Okay? You also had, I see around the others, oh,
These two right here.
right here, those were ADA spots in the old building. Was there a reason why they were changed and no longer ADA compliant spots?
Jesse said that it was a striping thing, that we could just stripe it that way, and he would comply with
But
whatever it was.
We-
in other words, strike those as ADA.
We can, we
He had
can,
no
ma-
issue striping what
We-
was requested.
we can make those ADA, if that's a concern, yeah.
Okay, so those would now become ADA spots?
Yeah, it would become one ADA spot and a drop-off striping.
Okay. So
'Cause
there's
you
one
need eight,
ADA.
you need 8 feet for each, 8 foot for the
Okay.
space, 8 foot for the drop-off.
Now, because looking at where you have the ADA parking, those spots are not they're not
I see.
large enough.
I see that.
What I'm suggesting was, just looking at it, you have another ADA spot as you go by the electrical box.
I see that.
Now, we have one spot there. There's no sidewalk there?
There is.
There is?
There appears to be, next to the drop-off. You're talking about the ADA spot that's by itself with the striping next to it?
Not by the porch? No, not the porch. Oh, yeah, I'm talking about that spot there.
About this one, right?
Yeah.
So
oh,
this looks like a sidewalk right here.
Sidewalk that starts right at the spot there.
So you drop off, you get out in the striped area, and then you
Right.
have direct access to the sidewalk that brings you
Yeah.
around.
Wouldn't it be, well, it's a recommendation to move the ADA spots over to this location and put in a sidewalk there so they could comply without going out into the street.
This is sidewalk here.
Yeah, no, talking, get your, can I get your,
Talking next to the one that they have there by itself.
thank you. In other words, right now you have one ADA spot here, right?
Mhm.
Would it be possible to extend the sidewalk out and put all your ADA spots here? This way, nobody has to cross the street. These spots could become regular spots.
It depends, that looks a little steep there.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they're,
I see the topography, but it's,
yeah, they're most
Pretty
likely,
steep there.
yeah,
they're located where they are because that's a nice flat area of the parking,
yeah, but
right
it's,
there.
but it doesn't, it's not as safe as it should be. There's no sidewalk there.
On the bottom by the loop, closer to the Palisades, this is where most of, our elderly park.
Back here?
Back, yeah, well, those are new spots, but do you see the three little spots, opposite them? Towards the new building to the right?
To the right,
The back of the building.
there's a circle.
Come over.
Towards the right?
Yeah, those.
Those, because we have the elevator, most come in through those entrances, actually, right there. And it's very lightly trafficked, anyway.
So
Is there
over
a side,
here,
is there a sideway access right there that we can stripe the middle and make that 2 ADA spaces? They could share the stripe in the middle?
yeah,
Yeah,
You like that idea?
it's
I
pretty
like
much.
that.
That's a nice flat area, we could do that.
Definitely.
I think that's a better solution.
right.
And that way we'll have access, ADA access in the front. Here. That way if someone makes their way down there by accident, they still have an opportunity to have accessible entry.
They said become 2 ADAs there.
Yeah.
What was the, I forget the requirement, was it 6 or 8 spots?
I believe 6. I have
6.
6 noted here.
So 1, 2,
Two there,
that's 4. You just need 2 more spots.
maybe you put them next to that one that's by itself, and just extend the sidewalk.
Yeah, they're saying, no, that's where it
Oh,
gets,
it's too steep.
well, yeah,
Well, I'm sorry, here, I think I have a solution if you may.
yeah, oh, go back, okay.
So if I was making this ADA compliant, what I would do, sorry, is I would stripe this,
Yes,
1, 2,
2,
this stays 3, and then I would stripe this one and this one, and I have 4, 5, 6.
well, no, if you use those other 2 spots next to the porch,
What not-
one
Oh, yeah,
spot there,
or we could also
put one there,
have 7, we could do
2.
7 then.
if you put 2 up there,
What about putting 2 in here?
you still have the,
No, I don't think there's a direct,
I don't know.
there's a little.
You'd
there's a
have to
little-
walk
there's a
around.
hill,
That
yeah.
would be on the right. On the right, they could access it relatively easy.
Walk all the way up to here then to get in.
No,
Okay.
all the
You
way
can see
around.
those stairs there.
Yeah.
All the way to the right is a relatively easy access, especially with the new building that's going to be fixed up. Along the road will be, much more accessible, but we didn't have that planned as ADA, but it could be.
What are you talking about, that lower level down there?
So let's do this here. Let's do this. We'll do stripe this and stripe this one. That gives us 1, 2, 3. We have 4.
Right.
We'll do 1 here with a stripe, and then we'll do 6.
Okay, you could do 2 up there in that spot at the back.
We can, but we don't need to. We need 6, right? So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ones that
6.
have to cross the street. So
You
if
want
have two-
one less here?
Yes, you have 2 up there.
Okay,
You have
1,
one
2,
we have there.
3,
You have
4.
1 there, that's 4. So you
5,
need
6.
2 there.
Yeah. I think that works.
Okay.
That's where they like to park.
Writing it on one of your 11 by 17 pieces,
Let me just mark it up for you.
and then just sign
Y-
it.
y-
Located for,
I'll leave it here.
plans will be modified
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, if I can add, as the legal advisor as well, I mean, if you're going to grant final, you need to see it and approve as modified. So before they vote, mark up something reflecting everything that was just said.
Absolutely.
Because I think the people taking notes here, you're saying there,
Yeah,
there.
Well, Mike's taking notes, and he'll give you his back.
I'll mark it up, and then he can,
Let's have something marked up and you vote on what's marked up.
Okay, so the 2 in the back, there's 3 spots there now, that would be made 2 spots, correct?
correct.
Then the next one would be, you still leave the one where it was. The one next to the porch would become 1 spot,
Correct.
Correct.
2 by itself would become 1.
right? So that's 4 spots. And then you'd put 2 on the other side. We have the 5 spots now, you make 2 ADA. That will give us 6.
Today is,
Here, let's just make sure, give me the laser just for a second.
of course,
So what we're talking about is this is gonna become 2
Two,
with
right.
striping.
Yep,
This is gonna become 1
One.
with striping.
right.
Yep.
This is gonna become 1 with
that'll stay,
striping.
that'll stay the way it
This
is.
is gonna come 2
Two.
with striping.
Right.
Yep.
Let's see.
Hmm?
This will be 2,
Just signed it, yeah.
1, 1, 2.
2. That's it.
Okay?
Okay, it sounds good.
Love it. Pass it on down.
Pass that down. You're welcome.
My parking
Alrighty. Thank you, that's all the questions I have at this time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Dave, questions?
Can I see the rendering? I was just looking at a current picture of the structure right now. So it's currently white and it has blue, I guess, accents, the facade. You said something about stone? Okay, all right. So the facade, what it is currently now, the new structure is gonna have the same coloring, it's gonna look like it's all inclusive, all the same color, same build. And it's gonna wrap around all the way.
Yep, the only thing that, the existing building, like this bell tower and these freestanding arches, they're
Mhm.
white. We're just introducing a kind of a tan off-white color just to give it a little depth, so.
Okay.
It'll kind of be like an off-white tan, this will be the white, and then the stone base. And it'll be consistent on all 4 sides.
All right, thank you. I'm good.
Okay, thank you. Matt?
Yeah, and so you mentioned the coping would be in blue?
Yeah, so at the top of the roof, the metal coping that's right along that, that's kind of a, kind of Greek blue, if you will.
Like a real blue?
Yeah, blue, yeah.
Yeah. And the doors are going to match existing? What do you,
Yeah, well, these are, would be the wood, your wood.
Yeah,
doors.
we already have the blue coping on the current building, so
Right,
it's
right,
up to
and the
match, and the
doors.
doors are wood doors with like insets like this. It doesn't show it there, but they're
They'll
like
match.
this.
There'll be a match, raised panel. wood
raised
door.
panel to match existing?
Yep.
And then the window trim, the mullions are,
There'll be a clear anodized, which is kind of a matte silver.
okay.
We currently have it on these, and it's just gonna and the sides of the church, it'll just match those.
And on the rear elevations, the same,
Will be same,
you're gonna
Color
continue the
scheme
same,
palette.
the same treatment on all sides? It's not like
not just the
much
front, not
nicer
just
on
the front,
and
yep,
the
all
back
4
is,
sides,
you
yep.
know, plywood or whatever. Yeah, no, I just think, because if we're waiving Akabor, if we are potentially waiving Akabor, we might as well ask the Akabor questions.
It's a great question, yep.
And then the landscape, I understand you're gonna keep it a spare landscaping just to allow the stone and the
Building to shine.
stucco
through,
to sing. So there's not really a landscape plan above and beyond what you were suggesting?
No,
Just a few shrubs?
Yes.
And keeping what's there?
correct.
This was always like planned, remember, from like the building of the original structure?
Yeah,
So that's why it kind of was, even the lighting that we originally installed with that parking was in mind with this eventually coming.
This type of
So that's
expansion.
why, yeah. Well, it's a little bit, it's about half the size we planned, but.
and then the fence, you're not expanding the fence, it's just the existing fence that we're just getting the green
Put
slats.
slats in the
Yeah.
The
fence.
slats, yeah, correct.
Yeah, I mean, I think it looks great, so I don't have any other question.
Thank you.
Gus Pappas would be happy to finally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of our founders.
Anything else, Bruce? Okay. Motion open to public?
Motion to open public portion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody from the public wish to speak on this? Okay, one more time, anybody from the public wish to speak on this? Hearing none, a motion to close?
Motion to close.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None, okay. A motion to, I don't know the words, to not let them go to Akabor, motion to,
Waive.
waive Akabor. Okay, well, you have to ask for it. Do me a favor, ask for
We'd
it,
like to request a waiver from Akabor, please.
Motion to waive Akabor
because we have reviewed the plans
plans.
and approved the plans as given. Okay, do I have a second on that?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None, okay.
Motion to waive lighting plan.
You probably should do secra first.
You can add that to.
Do secret first? Okay.
We'll add that in as a condition, that they put in the new parking plan
Right.
as corrected.
No, it's sufficient.
Excuse
They're
me?
not adding any.
The change, not,
Lighting, I'm still about lighting.
oh, the
Yeah,
lighting,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
that's, yeah.
Okay,
Lighting's not.
did we do lead agency last time? Okay. Okay, motion for lead agency.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion for neg deck,
Motion for neg deck.
second,
Second.
all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Motion for final with conditions?
I'll make a motion final.
Okay, we waived Akabor, so that's not an issue. Okay, the other concerns are, okay, Town of, Building Department, Rick Oliver, August 5th, has 16 comments. Town DME, Bruce Peters, August 21st, has 20 comments. Orangetown Drainage Consultant, Weston Sampson, dated August 12th, it's approved with 4 comments. And that's it.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, I would also note that ADA parking, as reflected on the marked-up plan that was submitted at the meeting.
Okay, the applicant has agreed to change the ADA parking as to the plan that he drew up and submitted to the building department as of this date. Okay,
There'd be a motion to accept the plan for the change in the ADA parking as approved by the
applicant?
applicant and signed.
I don't know if we needed that, but,
Yeah, I made the motion.
okay.
I'll second.
Okay.
All in favor?
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None.
And then, right before we did secret, you guys were about to make a motion about no lighting plan.
Right,
You wanted to finish that.
yeah. Okay, motion to waive a lighting plan. The current lighting is sufficient to light the area,
It's not being modified.
not being modified.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Okay, anything else?
Okay, do we have to make some statements on the, what we're approving as far as the architectural details?
So, you can in terms of materials, usually that's what Accor does, or if you wanna do as presented for building and landscaping.
Okay.
Yeah, as presented.
Okay, motion to accept the architectural details and landscaping as presented by the applicant.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I think we're done. Are we done? Anything else?
So Bruce motioned final. I don't think you second or voted on it.
Okay.
No, Andy said, or somebody said.
No, you jumped.
Second.
Do I have a second for the final?
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None? Okay.
Now we're good.
Now we're done.
Thank you,
Thank you
appreciate it.
very much.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
Have a good night.
Thank you. Good luck. Okay. Next one is 228 South Boulevard site plan. Mr. Brenner, fancy meeting you here.
He had his yeses, he doesn't get any more now.
Mike Calisi, engineer for the applicant.
I do have a question as to what, first application was waived, the expansion of the commercial building, subject to my getting the 2 variances from the zoning board. Do I need a resolution waiving Hackleboro? All he's doing is just putting the same box with the same material.
Do we,
So if I do, I would prefer that you give me the waiver, if you can. Yeah, no, not 15 corporate, 30 corporate, the one I was here on. Well, I'm asking for it now, because I thought, basically, when you get the final, it was like automatic, but I saw that they asked for a special resolution, so I am requesting that resolution. It's same building, same box. At the back of it is the Orangetown sewage treatment plant.
It's entirely up to the board.
Well, I just want to make sure legally we're okay.
I don't see any problem with that if you want.
If the board wants to, I don't know what the board wants to do, but I'm just saying,
I don't see a legal issue with that. The meeting is still going on. I don't believe anyone stood up with a comment on that.
no, there was actually no public comments.
I don't see any issue with it.
And he
So-
did state the trees that you wanted, if you remember correctly.
So we should go ahead and ask, he's going to ask for a waiver, we should either grant it or not grant it. Or,
Reopen it.
motion to reopen 30 Corporate Drive.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None. A motion to, oh, Mr. Brennan, you have to ask, what are you asking to do?
Requesting a motion that we waive appearance before Hackleboro.
For what reason, sir?
Reason is that it's the same building, same material it's gonna be on it, it's a warehouse. We talked about the trees around the building when the, Mr., I'm in great shape. It was not Mr. Mandel, Mr. Andy, okay. Andy requested that certain trees be planted, the Coney tree be planted, and the back of the, is the sewage treatment plant, town of Orangetown.
Okay. Mr. Brennan, applicant is asking for a waiver. I'm going back to Akabor for, did you get all those notes? Yep. Good. Okay.
Motion to waive Akabor.
For 30 Corporate Drive. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? None. Okay, so done.
Okay, now, which one are we taking?
228?
Oh.
We're back in order. Too many papers over here, lady.
So we'll go back to 228 South Boulevard.
Yes. Are you waiting for me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know what you want.
On final. We appeared before
Well, you gotta talk to me.
We appeared before your board. We got preliminary, then we went to Akabor. We appeared before Akabor for all four of the items. We were taking this one. We got approval from Akabor, from the Akabor board, and now we're here for final.
Okay, let me go through the consultant's reports, and we'll see what we can do for you. Let me get rid of some of this paperwork. Okay. I have a letter from Building Department, Rick Oliver, dated August 6th with 12 comments. I have a letter from Orangetown DME, Bruce Peters, dated August 21st, 9 comments. I have a letter from Orangetown Fire, dated July 31st, 1 comment. I have a letter from Orangetown Plan Review, Paul Degansky, dated August 2nd, with 3 comments. I have a letter from Orangetown Drainage Consultant, Weston and Sampson, dated August 6th, which says approved with 2 comments. I have a short EAF, signed Aaron Sesson, dated May 28th, 26. I had a project narrative from Mr. Brenner at the time of the application.
What are we doing, 214? 828.
Oh, how did I do that? Oh, no, I screwed up, I'm sorry.
We might as well stay with 214.
Yeah, I know.
He could do two.
Want to stay with 214?
Still, we'll do 24. I'm gonna screw everybody up. We'll still
do
stay,
214
we'll do
first.
214, but B and I read it all in. Now I got Mr. Brenner all messed up.
214.
It's the same first number, what's the difference? Okay, Andy, questions or comments?
So, refresh my memory.
Yes.
Why is Mr. Brenner back?
Because you didn't give me final.
Processing, look for final.
Okay. I have nothing right now.
Okay. Mike, questions?
Yeah, several questions. Going back to the preliminary decision that we gave you on April 15th to 26th, on page 8 of 16, number 2, height of retaining walls. It says variable on the plan still. Number 3, add plantings on easement area on the south side, not shown on the plans. Is there a reason for that?
We put a separate, on sheet 2 of 8, there's a separate retaining wall plan, like we had discussed. It gives you the stock grade elevation of the wall.
It gives you the height of the walls?
Well, you just have to subtract them.
No, it says you got a height of the walls.
Okay. We did do the separate blow-up of the plan as requested. We did put the spot elevations, not the heights.
No.
The heights also are subject to change based on,
I know it's
Field
variable,
conditions.
but we did ask for the heights.
okay, we assume
That's-
that the top and bottom were sufficient, but we can add that to that detail. That's not a problem.
Okay, and the plantings, number 3, we said they had plantings to the easement,
We did
Cons-
show the, oh, sorry.
not the conservation easement. What plans are we looking at? The ones from 415 still? Or the,
And we did call out the plans for the plantings within the conservation easement, the species type and caliper. It's on the bottom of the planting schedule, it's got an asterisk next to it. We also were hoping to be able to put in the field, determine the locations of the plants rather than showing as a hard location, only because we didn't want to potentially have a problem with any of the budding or adjoining neighbors.
because that's what we asked for, and that was how the condition was written, to show it in the conservation easement.
We added it to the planting schedule. At the bottom, it said proposed trees for conservation easement plantings, we're showing out 2 different types of trees. And then we have 5 notes on
Which,
page?
this, I'm sorry, this is page 5 of 8.
yeah, that's what I was looking at. Yeah, you show, I see the planting schedule up there. There's something, hold on.
If you read note number 4, proposed tree locations within conservation easement to be field located with town representatives to determine the best location for proposed trees with regards to the tree health and the neighboring property use. That's note number 5 in the planting schedule.
Is that something that the town does? Go out and help them plant?
Well, this is kind of unique. This project is unique. and
Oh, it's
we thought-
very
We thought
unique.
it's the wise thing to do because of what we inherited.
Do you have a comment from the building department?
I would say it's very unusual, but if the building department is willing to go along with that. So, I mean, you're calling for someone from the building department to go out with you and pick the locations?
But we will stake the, I'm assuming they would just simply stake the tree locations prior to them being installed, if they think they're appropriate. We just didn't, we're not locating everybody's house, everybody's deck, anything that they have on the adjacent properties. We just didn't want to put them in a spot on the plans that we would
Be an
impact
arborist.
one of the neighbors. So if you want, I can put them on the plans, that's not a problem, but once again, I can't say that they would be in the best location suited as per, as per not only the conditions of this conservation easement, but the view sheds of the neighbors.
But that would be the function of an arborist, not a,
Well, landscape architect or.
Yeah. I don't think we have any landscape architects in the building department that I know of. Nope.
We can show them on the plans, it's not a problem.
It's just that there were conditions from the last meeting that we asked to be done, okay?
We were just concerned about the neighbors.
That's fine, but it's, you should have a landscape architect. Now, the other thing is that it goes for 214, it also goes for 228. Is DEME's number 1, plan still depicts the road widening easement along South Boulevard. However, the town cannot accept the road widening easement. The widening must be dedicated. The road widening shall be correctly labeled on all drawings in detail with full mets and bounds of the widening shall be added to the drawings. Lastly, a formal road widening deed shall be submitted to this department and the attorney's office for review and approval.
We will agree to it. We usually give easements or dedication. We don't have a problem. We can make the dedication.
Well, the thing is, Donald, is that these road widening easements, it'll also affect now your front yard setbacks. So these lots were predetermined by the village of South Nyack. They took them as easements, I believe, not to get rid of their front yards. Right? Because right now, if you look at 214, the front yard to the porch is 20.8 feet from the property line. So if you take the easement of 11 feet, now you're gonna have 9 feet. And these easements have already been filed and recorded as part of the original subdivision and not anything that we've done. So to abolish the easement, make it a dedication, now you're gonna have a 9-foot front yard from the front porch, plus minus, right, approximately 9 feet to the easement.
Now, we have other properties even in Orangetown, which have the same situation. It goes way back when we had Camp Shanks, when they dedicated certain areas. We have the White Street and Independence Avenue, where it comes up to around 10 feet from the house. So I think what's being said here very basically, we're dedicating the easement, and we're keeping the easement so that we can keep that where the South Nyack wants the building to be. We didn't create the situation, we inherited the situation. I think that's the best way of handling it, because, and it has been, it's a precedent, it has been done before. You go right up Independence Avenue, they're all that way.
That was well before my time.
Well, I know, but, it was before mine too, but
Yeah.
I did research it.
So I'm sorry, Mr. Mandel, is that Mr. Dean's letter saying that,
Oh, that's DEME, Bruce's letter.
and what does Bruce say? What does Mr. Peters say?
He wants a deed.
He's saying, how he reads, I'll read it back. Quote, "The plan still depicts a road widening easement along South Boulevard. However, the town cannot accept the road widening easement. The widening must be dedicated. The road widening shall be correctly labeled on all drawings and the detail. With full meets and bounds of the widening shall be added to the drawings. Lastly, a formal road widening deed shall be submitted to this department and the town attorney's office for review and approval.
And
That's on the two lots.
Did
on south.
did Mr. Dean have any comment? I mean, that really is his purview.
No,
Okay, I think the issue, though, is, again, that's highways purview, not so much DME's. But Mr. Peters is probably right. It's not going to be a public road, ever, unless that's accomplished.
Are they on a main state, it's a public road right now.
Oh, it is listed
Yeah,
as a
South-
public road?
Yeah, this is
Oh.
South Boulevard.
Okay.
And the problem is where these, I don't know what they planned in the future when they did the original subdivision, but they're, let's say they're basically landlocked. You have separate ownership on both sides. So you would need either a taking by the town or additional easements to do any improvements to South Boulevard. So these were filed. The meets and bounds from the file map is shown on the plot plan for the lot. So these easements were already accepted once by South Nyack.
Yeah, I think this is one of those problems where South Nyack, with the way they handled the subdivision, we're kind of locked into having things the way they are.
The burden on us now, what do we do with it?
Well, I mean,
It is a registered street. It is if you look at the state map, it is a registered street because South Nyack registered the street. So the town is not being penalized in any way. It is a registered street. Well, we told we would do it at times if we had to finish it off. I think not all of them are finished off.
No, that's the other roads that you have that are Willow and Barachin. The applicant has to improve the lots. But this here on South is an existing road. It's always been, has been an existing road. These easements, at the time of the original subdivision, were accepted by the village of South Nyack. So I don't know what you could do with it. I don't know how a dedication of it would even benefit the town. You have the easement now for road widening purposes. That was the purpose of the easement.
And this is on the state register as being being an accepted road.
yeah, I would say it's up to this board. You don't have to make Bruce Peters, that one comment by Mr. Peters, a condition, and I would say, given the history of this and the fact that the subdivision was approved as it is a public road. The easement was required and it was filed.
Because normally we don't, as you know. We
Right.
usually take our consultants, we don't, override them. That's why we're looking for help from you.
Right.
We want to do the right thing
Yeah,
for the lot.
And again, the only condition that you ever have to override, that's a technical term, is the county planning. Your own Orangetown people, you don't override. You have perfect authority to accept or not accept any of their proposed conditions.
Don't, is what I'm trying to say. So
Yeah.
what the applicant is coming up with and what Bruce Peters is saying is kind of two different things.
Mr. Brown, if I can ask you, is there a reason you can't offer the dedication? Is there a reason?
If we, like it was explained, if we dedicate it, then that moves the line so that the front yard is gonna be what's, how many?
It's approximately 9 feet.
9 feet. And that contrary the file map that was done by South Nyack to make it 20 feet. So they forced us into this situation.
So, again, that's up to this board's discretion, what you think is appropriate. I mean, if Mr. Dean wanted a dedication and wanted to widen the road, I would say that would be one reason it would make sense to ask for a dedication, but Mr. Dean apparently is not asking for that and is not going to widen it, so.
Since I've been on this board, the highway department has really never given us any direction.
Well, I guess part of the problem is this is a site plan approval, and that would have been done, Jim would have made those, Mr. Dean would have made those requirements as part of the subdivision, and he would not have asked for a easement, he would have asked for the dedication.
And this has been done, this has been done on.
No, I know it has been done.
In situations like this, because this is a listed road in the states.
And that road right there is just so darn narrow.
It's there, it's an existing road that South Nyack had to maintain and take care of.
So who's gonna take care of the road now?
When they finish it, the town of Orangetown has to take care of the road.
Right.
Right now, they have to take care of the road, right now. An existing road.
Andy, what do you think? Gonna pull the board, what do they wanna do?
Now, are they taking care of the road all the way down to this house, or this
Yeah,
proposed house?
This is a major road right here.
It's a major road, the builder really has nothing to do with this.
I mean, if it's a major road and there hasn't been any problems, I don't see why we couldn't override Bruce's comment. I mean, they're stuck between a rock and a hard place, and unfortunately, it was dumped on us, but what are we gonna do?
We're also talking of putting the road on 9 foot from the guy's front porch.
Right, yeah.
And by the way, we have done, this board has done it, you know that subdivision on South Main Street that goes back down on that private road? The right-of-way comes 9 feet from the guy's house, from his steps, 9 feet.
Is there some way you can move the house back?
We have, to maintain the proper setback between the deck and the house, you have a couple feet. You have a 30-foot rear yard, right? So we may be able to move the house back 2-3 feet, but that would make you going from 9 feet to 10, 11, or 12 feet to the porch. So you're not really picking up any real appreciable gain by moving the house back.
All right. I don't see a problem.
I'm sorry, you got 1 foot, it's a 32-foot rear yard, because this would, like the front yard's a 20, this was a clustered development. So you have a 32-foot rear yard, right now we have 33 feet to the deck, so you'd only have about a foot of play. Go from 9 feet to 10 feet, by sliding it back.
Yeah, I agree with Mr. Andrews, I don't see a problem there. It's a problem that we inherited
Right.
because we had to take South Nyack. So I have no problem with that, because a 9-foot front yard is ridiculous,
That's great.
especially on that road. It would be a danger to the people. That's my comment.
Dave?
I'm looking at the aerial shot right now, and I see 214 as one available lot. It looks like there's another one that's south of that, but everything is developed in the area. It looks like this has been a parcel of land that's been sitting dormant for a while, and I don't see the point of pushing it back farther. It seems like everything else is pretty much set in place from the same distance from the road. It seems like a problem we did inherit. I don't see the issue with the house as is.
Matt?
I think that it would be too burdensome on the property owner. While I understand the desire to have a wider road, it's just existing, and if you want to do the least harm, it would just be to not make them lose those 9 feet. They just don't have it.
Bruce? Yeah, I'm okay with it. Okay. So are we gonna override Bruce, or we're not?
Just don't put it in. Just don't put the comment.
We'll just leave the comment out.
Right.
Okay.
So it'd be one less comment.
Rick, does it make sense to just be very clear why we're ignoring this comment? Not ignoring the comment, but considering it, but.
Technically, again, for overriding and explaining your justification, that's only required for Rockland Planning Board. For this, I think the discussion is sufficient that you had, And when you read the conditions in, when you vote on it, you would just leave out number 1 of Mr. Peters' letter. But I think you do want to hear from the public, if anyone here wants to speak.
Well, we're just trying to get the board straightened out.
Can you just do me a favor in layman's terms? Can you explain what the stipulation was made by the Highway Department? Just so I understand how this comment was there in the first place?
Okay, just historically, this subdivision was approved decades ago by South Nyack. And because South Nyack is no longer in existence, by law, the town of Orangetown has taken over everything that was South Nyack, including its prior subdivisions. And these houses had to come back for site plan approval. And this is coming back for site plan approval. Mr. Dean did not submit any letter of comment on this. If he had wanted to widen the road and wanted a dedication, presumably he would have said so, and perhaps the board would behave differently. Since he has no comment, presumably he's okay with keeping things as they are. As Mr. Brenner has said, we're not accepting the road widening easement. The easement has been filed decades ago. Is that right, Mr.? So we're not accepting anything. We're not making them file an easement. That was done with the subdivision. So that's, we're kind of locked into what South Nyack did with the subdivision, which is why we're here. So you had asked about what Highway had said. Again, our Highway Department has not commented at all about this. Presumably, the Highway Department back 20, 30 years ago in the subdivision had said all they wanted was a easement, and that was provided. Does that answer the question?
That was
More or
well
less.
said. I completely understand.
Yeah.
Thank you.
None of us understand, but we understand. Okay, we're gonna open it up to the public. Make a motion to open to the public.
Motion to open public portion?
Just a second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? None. Okay, anybody from the public wish to speak on this project? Okay, one more time. Anybody wish to speak on this project? Hearing none, a motion to close?
Close public portion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Reaffirm SEQA?
Motion to reaffirm secret?
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion for final with conditions, huh?
Okay, motion for
final conditions.
motion for final with conditions.
Okay, Town of Orangetown, Rick Oliver, dated August 6th, he has 12 comments. Town, Orangetown DME, Bruce Peters, August 21st, he has 8 comments. We're leaving out number 1 comment of his August 21st letter.
Which leaves how many?
Huh?
Okay, so we'll leave 8 comments, okay.
Yeah, okay, so that'll leave 8 comments. Orangetown Fire, July 31st, 1 comment. Orangetown Review Consultant Paul Degansky, August 2nd, has 3 comments. Orangetown Drainage Consultant Weston Sampson, approved, August 6th, 2026, approved, 2 comments. And that's all. Anybody else? Nothing. Second?
I just have
Yes, sir.
one question on Bruce again, going back to Bruce. He does refer number 6. I think we should just say where applicable. Because we're not gonna do a road widening.
Well, if you're not gonna do
We're not
road,
gonna do a road
do you
widening.
really need anything?
No, we're gonna do the sanitary sewer, that we definitely gonna
Right.
do, but we're not gonna do a road widening. He has that word there, We can give him the page in live of what was
Other on
done.
there's an easement reference on the map that
Right.
gives all the libraries and pages.
Okay.
I don't know, I'm just bringing it to your attention, in case maybe we don't need, all right,
Leave it there, let's see if there's an issue.
okay.
Okay. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? None? Good luck, sir. Okay,
That's the first one.
now we'll, yeah, I know. Now we'll go back to 228 South Boulevard, PB 26-34.
on an existing street.
Keep this handy, because we're
Oh,
gonna need
okay.
it.
There should be another one in the
Yeah.
package.
All right. Chair, would you go ahead with the consultant report, Mr. Brennan? Or do you have any comments? Or on 228, do you have any comments? 228.
We also have to take out number 2.
Well, we didn't get to that
Oh,
yet.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go through the consultant's report.
which one? Plans?
No, consultant.
Do you want the plans?
Oh, no, sir, no, it's yours. My bad.
Okay. Town of Orangetown, Rick Oliver, August 7th, 26, has 10 comments. Orangetown DME, Bruce Peters, August 21st. We're gonna eliminate item number 1. And did you say also number 2?
No, it's item number 2, I think. Isn't it 2? It's not number 1, I
It
think.
was, let me check, I thought it was.
Oh, we're not eliminating number 1, we're eliminating
Number 1 is staying.
number 2.
Number
We're
two,
eliminating
yes.
2.
Okay, I'm sorry. Number 1 Stain, and number 2 is coming out. So that means he has 10 comments.
Correct.
Orangetown Fire, dated July 21st, has 2 comments. Orangetown View Council, Paul Degansky, August 2nd, has 3 comments. Orangetown Drainage Consultant, Weston Sampson, August 6th, approved, 2 comments. Short EAF, Aaron Sanson, owner, May 26, 2025, and we had a project narrative by Mr. Brenner. Any questions or comments?
I have no questions.
Thank you. Mr. Mandel?
Okay. All right. Same thing on the conservation easement, building department number 6 and 7. Show the conservation easement and the new trees to be shown. It's on, it would be page 5 of the landscape plan.
I don't believe there are any conservation easements on this lot.
Because I'm going by building, zoning, planning, and administration enforcement, number 6 and 7. It says show conservation easement and show 4 new trees in the conservation easement.
There are no conservation easements on this lot.
There aren't any.
No, there are no. We'll confirm, and we'll put it in writing to the building.
Oh, no, okay, because then we'll remove them as conditions then, if there are
Oh,
none.
we can just address them if they're not there, that's fine, I don't think you have to remove them.
Okay, that's it? Okay.
Whatever the-
No, Matt? Dr. Bruce?
You got the fire, did you read any of the other ones, fire and everything?
Which one?
On this one, putting Gdansky's, fire,
Yeah, I did.
okay.
Okay, I'm gonna open up, motion to open the public.
Motion to open public portion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, none. Anybody from the public wish to speak on 228? Please step up, state your name and address, microphone, state your name and address, and then when you're done, please sign the sheet of paper on the desk. Thank you.
Kathy with a K, Gallione, that is spelled Galione, 234 South Boulevard. I'm not actually really sure why I'm here, I'm just trying to follow this through to the natural conclusion, because I don't know if it's a foregone conclusion that this will be developed, but I'm presuming it will be. So I just wanted to go on record to maintain that I feel as if too large of a house is going on too small of a property, feels a little shoehorned. The road is the narrowest there. It's a little precarious when it comes to traffic, and I'm still concerned about drainage. I realize that you have a lot of experts that maintain the other direction, which is just fine. I just figured I wanted to kind of, this is a house I'll be looking at for probably the remainder of my life, and, sorry. But despite that, whoever builds and lives in this house, I'll be a great neighbor too, and it's a great neighborhood. So those are my concerns. I appreciate all your diligence thus far. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Could you do me a favor, please sign in? Is it right over here? Thank you very much. Anyone else? Yes, ma'am. Please state your name and address for the record, please. She may have been, my turn.
Okay, thank you. Good evening. My name is Katia Alberino. I live at, sorry, Katja. Alberino, Alberino. 229 South Boulevard. Thank you. I was just wondering if it's possible to request the actual height of the peak of the house. I live across the street from where the developer will be building the house, and we do have a view of the river and the bridge, and I was just wondering if maybe you could clarify how high the peak will be. I know it's going to be about 33 feet or 30 feet. I know it's all set in stone, but just a slight request if it could possibly be built not too much higher than our view allows. I'm not sure if that could be asked now or.
Do you have any idea what the height of the peak is?
The building height to the midline of the rafter is gonna be code compliant. To the peak,
Right.
I have to look at the pitch of the roof to try and get an idea what the peak.
It's really, at this point, it's hard to say,
Okay,
all right?
okay, thank you.
Okay, please do me a favor and sign.
Yes.
Anyone else? Okay, hearing none.
Move the
motion
closed public portion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None? Okay, reaffirm sequel?
Motion to reaffirm secret.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? Okay. Motion for final conditions?
Motion for final with conditions.
Orangetown Building Department, Rick Oliver, August 7th, 10 comments. Orangetown DME, Bruce Peters, August 21st, has 10 comments. Leaving out number 2, correct?
Right.
Okay. Orangetown Fire District, July 31st, 2 comments. Orangetown Planning Consultant, Paul DeGansk, August 2nd, 3 comments. Orangetown Drainage, Weston and Sampson, August 6th, 2026, approved with 2 comments.
And you've gone to Akabor already, correct, Mr.? You've
Okay.
gone to Akabor.
Yes, we have.
We have
actually-
the-
Right, okay.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None. Good luck, sir. Okay, next is 19 College Avenue. Mike, that's yours.
Okay.
You have an open statement, or you want me to go right into the consultant's reports?
Same way.
Okay. Orangetown Building Department, Rick Oliver, August 7th, has 8 comments. Orangetown DME, Bruce Peters, August 21st, has 9 comments. Orangetown Fire, July 31st, 3 comments. Orangetown Consultant, Paul DeGansk, August 2nd, has 3 comments. Orangetown Drainage Consultant, Weston Sampson, dated August 6th, 26th, it's approved, 2 comments. Rockland County Department of Planning, August 7th, remand to local decision, no comments. I have a referral sheet from Rockland County Department of Planning, July 23rd, comments attached. I have a consent lead agent sheet from Rockland County Department of Planning, dated July 23rd, consents. I have a short EAF prepared to Aaron Sasson, owner, May 28th, 2026, and a project narrative from Don Brenner, applicant. Andy, questions or
Okay,
comments?
well, just one.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I want to go back to Mr. Majansky's letter. Okay, because we want to talk about that. We had a problem in that area on Saturday night. And a tree came down across the road. Couldn't get in touch with anybody. I personally, with the owner's permission, got a contractor out there and removed the tree, showing that we want to get it done. And what we did is we have pictures for you to show you this road has been paved for years and years and years, and the fire department comes down that road every year and checks it out. So the road is that size, but the fire department has used it and runs
The
tests on
adjacent,
it every year.
the owner of, directly across the road, under the fire company, fire system. I have some additional.
Because I know that in front of them, they were out there paved it, they paved it.
Tree came down.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, this is back a year or so ago, I know they were out there paving it, the road.
No, but I know Mr. Bujanski was worried about certain things. He was worried about the fire truck. He was worried, can it get through? And the fire department has been the only thing in South Nyack has been checking it out every year. They run their equipment across the road, and the road is open and paved.
Who paved the road?
It was paved,
By the owner of the property.
The owner of that,
no.
The house.
corner, yeah.
They didn't verify it, but the lady across the road.
Right, the lady
Yeah.
over there,
Black
yeah,
Rock Road.
yeah.
Also, she's looking for the town to take over the road because it's not listed as a private road. Her deeds do not extend to the center line. It does not have a separate tax line. So she's quite anxious to get the town to take over the responsibility of this college avenue.
What's the width of the road then?
It varies, like I say,
The narrowest part is about what?
I'm gonna say, the surveyor's gonna go out there just to locate it, because we were asked to do so at the PRC.
Right.
Just as a quick pacing measurement, I got about 16 to 18 feet. So,
It's required to be 20.
20.
so,
It's an existing road.
bless your eyes.
We have roads in the town of Orangetown, that are only 16, 18 feet. They are roads. These are existing roads.
This road is paved from Barachin to Chase. So it is a paved road. It was our understanding at the PRC that as long as it wasn't a dead-end road where a fire truck would have to back up, that this would be somewhat deemed acceptable because it's not a dead end. Because the principal portion.
from help from you two guys.
I believe that discussion was had at PRC, was that
Right.
right? Yeah, I was sitting next to Mr. Majeski when that discussion happened. I would say more or less that's an accurate description of the discussion, that Mr. Majeski would work with them. But I don't know that there's any need to not follow his conditions, you know?
The road goes all the way down to Bratchen. I mean, the slope of the road is unbelievable, but it does go all the way down.
Right, so, again, I believe it's accurate to the degree that Mr. Majeski will work with the applicant, and it perhaps may be adequate as things are, but I don't think that there's any need to cut out any of his conditions. Is the applicant asking for a modification of?
No, we will work with him, but we just wanted to show that this has been used, paved, and fire trucks go through it.
It says if required, Mr. Berner. The last two words on number 2, if required.
I have a question about the photos. I appreciate the photos you provided, but you happen to say this is not a dead end, but I was on the same picture when you said that. What's the sign right here? It says dead end.
But you can't go by the signage because they put up private road, no parking, one way. You can't tell they block the road.
That's just a weird coincidence.
Well, first off, it's not an official sign, it's not an official height, it's not official size for.
You see it, it's just stuck on
But,
the wall.
I'm just saying
and
it could have fallen down for
just
whatever
trying to
reason.
drive that
No,
road
it's
to
not
take
dead.
the tree down,
Yeah.
somebody put up sawhorses across the road.
Right.
So you had to move these obstructions just to get to the road. I don't know who did it.
Yeah.
But I can just tell you they exist even at the intersection further down on Barachin. And it just appears that people like parking on the roads, so they don't wanna make these roads more public, shall we say.
Sorry.
Well, yeah, even if you go down to the cul-de-sac on Barachin, you'll find trailers, you'll find campers, you'll find everything parked up along through the cul-de-sac of Barachin that are not owned by the applicant.
We did say, and we spoke to the highway superintendent, once this is approved, we're going to go through and get the rest of the subdivision done in one application, and we will put up private thing there to try to get these people off the property.
Sounds like a job for code enforcement.
Oh, they're gonna love that.
But the road is required for 20, they can't do it.
No, it says if required. Which one are you talking about? The first, number two, yes.
If required, so.
No, he's talking about number one now. I think that's what they said at last meeting, that, that the measurements for the roadway were supposed to be taken and put on the, site plan, so we knew if it was 18 or 20 or 19 or whatever. At the turning, as we come to that turn.
Yeah, but how many years has that turn been there? And how many times has the fire truck gone up and down it without a problem?
That's, I mean, it was paved by the woman who lives there, because the hill above her is, every time it rained,
Yeah.
she wound up with the dirt and everything blocking her driveway, so she had it paved. So,
She's also the one who told me that the fire department does run, she said their biggest truck around this road once a year.
The fire hydrants on the road?
There's a fire hydrant that I know of at the intersection of Barachin and College.
Right.
On the, I'll call it the southwest corner, going up the hill. I believe there's one closer to Chase, but they're existing.
Where is it in reference to the property?
We have one right here,
So it's close to the property?
oh, yeah.
yes.
Fire trucks must go up there and check the fire hydrants.
No, but
That's-
this is an
That's
existing road
that's
that's
under
been
the
used for
control
years.
of Nyack Water.
Pardon me?
Nyack Water provides the water.
Water owns all the water infrastructure.
That's not Viola, this is Nyack Water.
Yeah, but doesn't the fire department go up and check the hydrants?
Yes.
Okay, so, that's what I'm saying.
I'd assume that's why they run the truck up there as well.
And is there any part of that road that's as narrow as where you are? You say 16, 18
Up
feet?
here, it's, it appears to be a little narrower. Like I said, just rough measurements. I didn't measure it. The surveyor was gonna go out there and just locate a bunch of the edges of the road for me. And the tree that fell, just so we know that where it was. I did it quickly with GPS. But this portion of the road up here, because according to the resident, they won't pick up trash. She has issues with stuff like that because they won't go down, because it's,
Freaking hills like that.
no, she's saying it's not even the pitch of the hill. She's saying it's the condition of the road. That's why it was paved. That's why she paid to pave it, to get some form of services to her lot. And part of the thing is she has trash pails out into the road for a portion of the lot, so.
We have that statement by Majeski, so.
Let him go forward with it, and then he has to get a letter saying that the fire chief approves of existing road that's been used for I don't know how many years.
I have a concern moving forward. I know that they dissolved, and all these roads are now under our jurisdiction, so to speak, for the planning aspect. This is gonna become an issue moving forward. Is there some way we could address this so we're not having this conflicting information where these roads have been there for however long, and now we have people telling us they have to be widened or easements, et cetera. I don't know how I could best summarize this, but I feel like this is just gonna be a reoccurring problem over and over again because South Nyack's dissolved. I don't know what to do moving forward because it's gonna be a hurdle for everybody.
Well, I think what we're talking about now is not a public road, correct? This is a private road.
No, as far as we can tell, it's not a private road.
This is a public road as well?
Well, if you look at Willow, right? Right now, Willow has a tax lot number. right? So Willow would be under private ownership.
Well, Mr. Brett, I mean, if it's a public road, it's listed with the state and it's on Mr. Dean's list.
I think what was said here is that when he acquired the property, he had made a statement to the town that, and to Mr. Dean, that he would cap the road. The only thing that was missing in the road, the utilities are in, the drainage is in, the sewer is in, the curbs are, everything is in. He said he would cap the road to the town specification. And that's really what we're trying to do. We're trying to get it going where we can.
So, Mr. Brenner, is it your understanding that this is a town road, or it's not a town road yet?
I don't know what it is.
I-
Well, the one area that needs to be capped yet, that level area,
Yep,
I don't think
Willow.
that's been turned over to the town, because it won't be until it's capped.
It was dedicated by deed and subdivision plat to the village of South Nyack. I
It
don't
was-
believe they've taken ownership
was
of it because it's
dedicated.
now final.
It
All
was
these areas were
dedicated,
dedicated.
Because how can that be, the manholes are sticking up an inch, how could the town plow it?
The town does not plow
They
it right
don't.
No,
now.
I know they don't, that's
And,
what I'm
and
saying.
South Nyack did not plow it. In other words, the people that lived there plowed it.
Okay, one thing to keep in mind is even though it's been offered for dedication, does not make it a town road. It has to be,
That's
there
right.
needs a town board resolution or a South Nyack resolution saying, we,
There is,
We could not find that South Nyack accepted it. We know the town did not accept it, okay? And the provision we made with the town when we started the project is that the builder said he will cap the road to meet the requirements of the town specification. That he committed himself
Well,
to do.
the only thing, I know a deed has been filed dedicating the road to South Nyack. South Nyack signed off on the deed. To me, that's an acceptance of the road once it's completed fully.
Now, you're saying that the owner has agreed to cap the road?
Yes.
Has he agreed to cap that turn?
This is all Brandon
No,
Black.
I understand. Is this part of what he agreed to cap?
He agreed to cap the road in accordance with.
Any road that I believe required, it, Barachin
If
required it
that-
in Willow.
If that road is not capped, he's agreed to cap that road.
Okay, so if he's willing to cap it, why doesn't he add 2 feet to it, to make it more, make it compliant?
Well, because the
You can add
principal,
a foot either side.
principal part of, it's tough because you have a stone retaining wall that runs along this east edge of the thing.
Not that, I'm talking about this,
Yeah, you can see the wall right there on the one side.
we're talking about this turn.
This turn right here, he wouldn't even have to do 2 feet. So if you want him to, I don't believe he'd have a problem widening the road. The
Well,
worst
that's
is,
the only thing we're concerned of, is that turn right there. Because that turn does not conform. The rest of the road, you can't do anything about. We know that. This is the only thing that we're concerned with, is this turn.
this knuckle,
The area we discussed at the project review,
They just comment, I mean, it seems like this is something you need to work out with Dave. Put forward and say with the condition that you work it out.
Well, that's what I was gonna suggest. That we make it a condition that they work it out, once you get the approval one way or the other, and the applicant agrees to it, then, you know,
Well, we have to work it out with Dave.
yeah, right.
however, when it was discussed at project review, it said that there were, measurements should be taken to determine exactly.
Yeah, you should have done that. I mean,
That should have been done. That way, do we have to have a discussion, or we don't have to have a discussion? That was the whole principle behind getting it measured.
well, we showed the measurements at the property. The measurements that were being looked for are going up towards Chase, which are not on the property.
We were looking at, the project review was looking specifically, from my recollection, at the turn there in front of the property. That's what they were
There's
looking
three
at.
dimensions listed right at the turn.
And they're short.
They're short. But that's why we went to, is it a dead end? Because it was a belief that from this point up, it was gravel. So we took the pictures to show that the roads were actually paved, that it's not gravel, that it has a traversable surface. And then there's a surveyor that will go out and get the measurements for Dave to give him the widths, and we'll try to find the worst spot of the worst width.
We're only concerned with this turn. That's where your property is. That's where our concern is.
At the turn, we show hard measurements that were done by the surveyors, and right now we have 19.1. But it it was the belief that this was a dead-end road and that the truck would have to back up for the length of the road, because the footage of the road at 71 feet, 24, so 100 and 124 were greater than allowable according to the fire inspector. So that's why but that was under the belief that this was a non-traversable portion of the road going away from us, but it is traversable. And as for extending the road 9/10 of a foot, 10 inches to a foot, in this portion over here, I don't believe the applicant would have a problem
No, he would not.
extending the road.
I think that's our concern. We're concerned with the
Just
this
gonna
lot.
tell him to do it.
Well, then that would be something you would discuss with Dave.
Yes. Well, we have to work it out with Dave. The only way we can get past Dave, we'd have to go to Albany.
Not even do it.
Right.
Because you had said you had a concern with it.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so you're gonna work it out with him, so we're gonna leave it as it is, and you're gonna work it out with them.
So, I was discussing it because I just wanted to tell you.
Right.
We have to work it out with Dave. If we can't work it out with Dave, we have to go to Albany, and we really don't want to
You
do
don't wanna go
it.
to Albany.
Well, it'd be nice to have on a piece of paper stating to us that it's the 20 feet. It had been worked out originally.
Well, we,
Well, work it out with him. If you come up with 19 feet, it's not that much. I don't think it's gonna be that much.
Well, he's going by the code.
Yeah,
The code is
we're
20
going by the
feet.
code, we understand that. I mean, they've used that road for I don't know how many years and never had an issue, so if we can move everything up to conform to code, because we're getting stuff that's not within code, so if we can make everything to conform to code, down the road, everybody else, oh, it's up to code, so we don't have any
Well-
problems with it.
is it on his property that he can do this, or it's not? Whose property is it on?
It does appear that he should be able to go onto his property
Okay.
to extend the road. It's about a 1 foot, about a 10-inch extension of the road, looking at just the measurements that were taken. 19.1.
If it's his property, he can do it. And we're gonna do it. If it's not his property, we can't
Well,
No, I
talk
understand.
for somebody
I
else's
understand.
property.
technically, Donald, it's in the right-of-way. If you have a 10-inch extension into the right-of-way, it wouldn't be on his property. There would be no easement, anything like that.
Okay.
All right, so I think,
Mr.
I don't know
Sampson,
where
you
we
okay
are
with
now.
that?
I think I finished all these.
roads are perplexing, that's all I can say about something.
Join the club. Oh, wait a minute.
Another
No,
9,
No, the other lots are
easy.
easy.
Okay,
It's
well,
on a
let's,
straight run. Because they're on the bottom, you have to do
I
that
wanna go
first.
home.
I think it's on the rest in the subdivision.
Was a motion made for final with conditions? Do you remember? Oh, okay, all right. See, that's why you guys got me all messed up.
Motion to open up to the public.
Second.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, none. Anybody from the public wish to speak on this? There was a lady here, I think she got disgusted and left. Okay.
No, she was an architect for another job.
Oh,
He
okay.
had nothing to
okay,
do with
all right.
this. Remember?
Anybody else wish to speak on this? Hearing none, motion to close?
motion to close public portion.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, okay, none opposed.
Motion to reaffirm, motion to
Motion
reaffirm secret.
SEQA. Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, none. Motion for final with conditions? Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, do I have a second? No, conditions are Orangetown Building, Rick Oliver, August 7th, 8 comments. Orangetown DME, Bruce Peters, August 21st, 9 comments. Orangetown Fire, July 31st, 3 comments. Orangetown,
You know, you never asked us for comments on this project.
excuse me?
You never asked us for our comments.
Didn't I?
No.
All right, cancel that. Andy, do you have any questions or comments on this?
No.
Okay, Mr. Mandel,
Okay,
I'm sorry,
okay, sorry.
it's been getting confusing.
Okay, this, planning board decision, April 15th, 2026, number 4, add plantings to the west side and south side conservation easements. That's page 8 of 16, there's none shown.
They're called out on the landscape schedule. We'll just put them in. Like I said, we did that only because we didn't
Well,
want to.
hire a landscape architect that would have put it into it. Okay. Nothing further, everything else was discussed. Thank
very
you.
much. Dave, questions or comments? No. Matt, questions or comments?
Are we able to refer it to the highway department? To get,
Are we able to refer what? I'm
just in general, like.
It already was referred, I mean, that's what PRC is for.
Yeah, you really come, they had an opportunity to come.
So it's
They did it.
over. Okay.
Last time he commented was on the sidewalk over by,
Okay. Bruce, do you have any comments?
no.
Okay, thank you. Motion to open to the public?
Motion open to the public.
Second? I know, but we gotta go back in order.
Second,
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anybody wish to speak on this? Anybody wish to speak on, motion to close?
Motion to close. public.
second,
All in favor? Aye. Reaffirm CEQA?
motion to reaffirm secret.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? Motion for final with conditions?
I'll make a motion to file with conditions.
Okay. Okay. Orangetown Building, Rick Oliver, August 7th, 8 comments. Orangetown DME, Bruce Peters, August 21st, 9 comments. Orangetown Fire, July 31st, 3 comments. Orangetown Review Paul DeGansk, August 2nd, 3 comments. Orangetown Drainage, Weston and Sampson, August 6th, approved, 2 comments. Orangetown Planning Board, August 7th, local remand. And that's it. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? None.
Opposed. Fire department, 20-foot
Okay.
code. Yep.
All right. 27 College. Same thing, go right into consultant reports?
This one I think will be
Okay.
Oh,
There's nothing easy. Mr. Brenner, I've known you for too many years, nothing easy. Okay. Orangetown Building Department, Rick Oliver, August 7th, 8 comments. Orangetown DME, Bruce Peters, August 21st, 11 comments. Orangetown Fire, July 30th, 2 comments. Orangetown Project Plan Review, Paul DeGansk, August 2nd, 3 comments. Orangetown Drainage, Weston and Sampson, approved, 2 comments. It's dated August 6th, 2026. Rockland County Department of Planning, dated August 7th, 26th, remand for local decision, no comments. Referral sheet from Rockland County Department of Planning, July 23rd, 2026, comments attached. I have a letter, consult lead agent sheet from Rockland County Department of Planning dated July 23rd, consent. I have a short EAF prepared by the owner, May 26th, and a project narrative from Mr. Brenner at the time of the application. Okay, Audrey, anything else? Thank you very much. Andy, questions or comments?
Yeah, where is this property in relationship to the last one?
Right next door.
But,
On the screen, you see the 11?
yeah,
Previous lot was lot 10, this is lot 11.
Randy. We're up here at the turn, down here right off of
They're
Broad
side
Street.
by side, correct?
Yes.
so how wide is the road down there?
Well, they'd be on Barachin.
Oh, they'd be on, okay, all right. I don't have any questions.
Thank you. Mr. Mandel?
No questions, Mr.
Thank you,
Chairman.
sir. Dave, questions or comments?
No, I'm fine.
Thank you. Matt, question or comment? Bruce, question or comment? Okay. Motion open to the public?
Motion open public portion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Anybody from the public wish to speak on this project? Anybody from the public wish to speak on this project? Hearing none, a motion to close?
Motion to close public portion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Motion to reaffirm CEQA?
No,
Wait a minute, we did, I think we gotta do a Nick Deck on this, don't we? Or are we gonna, did we do CEQA on this originally? Oh, okay, motion to
yeah, we have
Okay.
preliminary.
all right, motion to reaffirm CEQA.
Motion to reaffirm secret.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Motion for final conditions?
Motion for final with conditions.
Okay. Orangetown Building Department, Rick Oliver, August 7th, 8 comments. Orangetown DME, Bruce Peters, August 21st, 11 comments. Orangetown Fire, July 30th, 2 comments. Orangetown Plan Review, Paul DeGance, August 2nd, 3 comments. Orangetown Drainage Consultant, Weston Sampson, August 6th, approved, 2 comments. And that's all. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, sir.
182
We'll be back.
North Middletown Road.
I said, we'll be back. Yeah, you guys were too nice tonight. What the hell's going on? Was this a conspiracy?
Is anybody here from 182? Yes, sir. Okay. As soon as we get rid of these guys, you come on up, we'll abuse you a little bit. We're supposed to be out of here at 7:30. What the heck happened? Mr. Brenner messed us up, that's what it was.
Have a good night. You too, Rick. Have a good night.
That's because you improperly approved the banks. I'm not getting involved in that one.
Don't get involved.
I'm not.
We'll be here all night.
Super, okay. So I want the Yanks and the Mets to win. Let's go. Have fun with that.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
State your name and address for the record and sign in, please.
Sure. Samson, Simone. Yeah, S-O-N, last name Simone, S-I-M-O-N-I. Samson, S-A-M-S-O-N.
Anything here we're gonna worry about?
This is consultation.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Want to tell us about your project?
All right, so I was here about 2 weeks ago at the PRC, I believe. There were a few things that were addressed, and I took care of a few things that some of the questions they were concerned about, some of the addresses and whatnot. So I wanted to, the property is pretty small, the lot size. The way, I'm not sure if you guys have the plans of what I was proposing on doing privacy trees. It's for my equipment. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I don't have.
I got it. So as far as you guys are concerned, do you prefer that there are trees? Can I have a fence on the North Middletown Road? If so, is there a setback? Because it looks like the property line, now, I'm not sure if there's an easement there, based on the survey that I was given, which is very old, doesn't show any easement, it shows the property is right on the street. So has anything changed ever since? Does it change any ruling as far as the setback versus if I put a fence versus trees?
That'd be something you'd have to talk to the buildings department about.
Okay.
Right, we wouldn't know that.
So on the street there, is that the front or the back of the house,
So,
Middletown?
it's a good question. The property has 2 addresses. So,
They're both front yards?
yeah, I guess.
So you're only allowed 4.5 feet on those
The
roads?
height, correct?
Yeah, are you on a corner, an outside corner? No, there's no other street there, right?
No, I mean, there are 2 adjacent properties. I
Okay.
know it's not.
So yeah,
not-
4.5 feet,
In height,
yeah.
is there a setback from the property?
No, a fence can be right on the property line.
It could be.
Yeah, right on your property line.
Trees as well,
Trees, yeah.
sorry, just asking.
You brought up a project review that you were talking about a fence, but you wanted to possibly, as you show there, put plantings around, move the fence a little back for your sight distances.
Correct, I mean, the way I envision this is that, first of all, if I'm gonna put plants there, I wouldn't put them on the property line, because they're gonna get killed with it when they plow the road.
Right.
So it would have to have a setback regardless. Now, if I put a fence, that might change the conversation a little bit, but I'm not sure if you guys are gonna be satisfied with the look, because if I put the fence so close to the street, I'm not gonna have any room for any planting.
Well,
You still have the same problem with snow, because it damages the fence. You know,
even,
you can't put it that close, you know.
Well, you would probably, if I put a fence, I would probably put like 3 feet in, but if I'm putting trees, probably like 7, 10 feet in, I would assume.
I know there's no sidewalk on that side of the street now, but.
Correct.
Typically, they could put one in, they did on the other side. You know, they didn't do anything that way.
It ends right there, so that's exactly why I was asking about the setback. If there is any easement.
You don't have to leave enough room for them to have a sidewalk easement, you know.
Okay.
the other thing is coming out of the property onto North Middletown Road. You wanna have a sight distance, you wanna be able to see.
Correct.
So if you put trees 4 foot off of the fence, I don't think you're gonna have enough, sight distance coming out of your property.
So that's a great question you brought up. The last time I was here at PRC, the fire chief had mentioned that he had trouble accessing. Now, the neighbor next door, he had shrubs coming all the way up, and I asked him if he would let me cut, and he did. So since then, I've planted 48 trees on the side, 48 green johns, which are the fastest growing trees on the market today, because I wanted to let them grow, at least to let their roots establish for next spring. They're just gonna take off. I haven't done anything in the front, obviously, because I wanna, get some answers here or some ideas. So that, I solved that problem. However, there is an electrical pole that's really what's causing the view to make it difficult to go in and out. So I may have to, I know it's not shown there, I did a poor job there, but I would probably have to call O&R to solve that problem. And then to Andy's point, I have updated it, but I didn't wanna bring everything the last minute, where it does show where there is enough space that you can pull up and you have a clear view to get out of the parking lot without causing an accident. Well, at least that's the goal.
Yeah, well, that's why you wouldn't go with the arborvitae's in the front on Middletown Road. That would block your sight totally if you use that.
So the way I had my renderings as of this afternoon that I was working on, this is something that I did, so it's nothing professional, this is not an architect.
Yeah, well, it's got, when you do come before the board,
Sure.
they'll give you sheets that'll tell you how to do it, but you have to have a professionally drawn up
Of course.
plans and everything that would show your landscaping and everything like that. But you did mention at project review that you were worried about the sight distance there too. So if you did plant along Middletown Road, that'd be something that would be lower.
So the green giants,
They grow and
Right, so
they'll
I-
kill
I-
you, you
so
wouldn't have a sight
I understand
distance.
everybody thinks that, however, we're in landscaping, so we maintain them. We can bring as many pictures as we need, so something we maintain for years for our
You may
clients.
want to bring it back.
And we can also keep it at 12, 14 feet high.
Oh,
But it's-
that's still too high.
Is
Because
it?
if you sit in your truck, you gotta be able to see out.
No, meaning for privacy, so it's not gonna look
Oh,
like
yeah.
this giant thing, it has nothing to do with
Oh.
it, yeah.
What I'm talking about is, the side is fine,
Sure.
it's on Middletown Road. If you plant green giant arborvitae's there, you won't have any sight distance unless they're set back from the road.
Correct, at least 6 feet,
Yeah, this way you can pull up and you can see either way.
correct.
But you had brought that up, which was an excellent idea, I think, and it would give a good look to the property on the Middletown Road side.
So that's what I'm trying to accomplish, so it's private enough, but it also doesn't look like, because I realize I believe it's in residential zoning there, even though there's a bunch of commercial, to keep that look. Is that something you guys would prefer versus just a plain fence?
Well,
Well, if you put the fence back 6 feet and you
Yeah.
put vegetation in front of it, something low growing, just sort of make it look better.
You still gotta leave enough room for a sidewalk.
Is there a sidewalk on the other side of the street?
Well, it stops there,
Stops
so
right
at some
there.
point they're gonna continue, they ran out of money, so they only went to like King Cone, basically. And,
No, even if they come really next door to me, like literally stops the building next door to me. Yeah, right.
But then,
So on my latest renderings, which I didn't bring because I didn't want to bring the last minute that I worked on this afternoon, it actually, I just left it lawn for now, grass. That when that were to happen, they can just basically just remove the grass without damaging the trees.
Right.
So what you're seeing there, those are the, if you can go down, whoever is
Go down.
using it, yeah. So either maybe put the fence behind the arborvitae and then just push the arborvitae further back. So have a strip of grass at least 5 or 6 feet that if and whenever they do the sidewalk,
Right.
we're not back to square one to planting
That would
again.
make more sense, and it'd still give you the sight distance that you need. It looks fairly good, except I think pushing it back would make
Okay.
especially if there's gonna be a sidewalk eventually, who knows in our lifetime, but maybe there'll be a sidewalk. But if not, you can leave the grass there, this way with snow and everything, you're not losing
Correct.
your trees or anything, and it's not gonna kill anything.
And any plants that would be in front of those arborvitae would be all perennials that we can cut back in
Right.
winter, so.
Yeah, yeah.
It still gives a, it's like a very fresh
Oh,
look, but it can
yeah.
cut back in winter.
It's
So you're not gonna do anything on the other side of the house?
I mean, in the front, no, it's currently residential, it's.
Okay, so that'll stay residential?
Correct, other than that, there's a gate where the proposed garage is on the right side that gives access. I would assume that you guys gonna want me to shut that off, so we don't have our trucks going into the residential area, correct?
I don't think can they have two entrances?
It's
yeah,
two,
on that street.
it's two different purposes. The front of the building is commercial.
Oh, that's true, okay.
The back of the building is residential.
Yeah, okay.
Are both of those addresses listed in the 911 system?
So great question. So I made a call as soon as I left that day. 911 recognizes 182, which is interesting because 182 was added after 33 Mariana, which is in the front. So they said, which I actually, in fact, we have a tenant moving in the residential. I put a note that in case of an emergency, let them know it's 182 North Middletown. But post office has 2 addresses. So in other words, I have a mailbox in this side, the other people have in the front, that will be moving in, in the next few weeks or month. And the mail is completely separate. It's just a 911, in case there's an emergency, it's recognized as 182 North Middletown Road.
Are they two separate lots?
It is one lot. It's
But it has two
also
addresses.
one building, it was just split
Yeah.
at some point, it's a split-level house.
The one side of the house is on one road, the back of the house is on Middletown Road.
No, I understand that.
So,
I'm just
but they
saying-
have 2 driveways. One coming out on
Problem-
Middletown, one going out
Problem is,
on,
if 911, what address are they gonna look at? That's the problem.
Well,
they
there's
said
a
182.
182 Middletown.
Yeah.
I called Rockland County, I forgot now what it's called, the department, but they will give you that, they take the map lot, the tax map, whatever it's
Right.
called,
Right,
and they'll tell you how they recognize it.
yeah.
Now, is there a way to change it? I'm not sure, I haven't asked that question.
But the postal.
Yes, it is separate addresses, correct.
Did you get a copy of the consultant's reports?
From yesterday?
Yeah, okay.
Yes, I did. Well, this will just go, I've also consulted with an engineer that I'm supposed to be meeting the next few days.
Yeah. Let me just, look, I got three things here. Let me
Please.
just read them to the record, so they're in the record. I have a letter from Orangetown Building Department, Rick Oliver, August 7th. He has 7 comments. Orangetown DME, Bruce Peters, August 21st, has 7 comments. And Orangetown Fire, July 30th, they have 2 comments. So, I think the biggest thing that you were looking for in respect to this gate is to push the fence back 7 feet or so, just so you have
Correct.
sight distance.
Yes.
And then you do your planting behind the fence. And this way too, if they do come through with a sidewalk, they have enough room.
Without having to destroy anything other than the grass, correct?
Right, right.
That would make a bit more sense. I don't think they're gonna put a sidewalk, because there's a sidewalk on the other side of the street.
May not.
Yeah, but they may or may not,
Yeah,
they
they
still
may
have to
not.
leave room.
But it's been like that for how many years? I'm just,
It all depends what they did money. No one ever thought they would have done what they did to Milltown Road to begin
Yeah,
with,
that's right.
you know? But they gotta learn.
It asks for the 2 addresses, I don't know what the heck you're gonna do with that.
911 has the thing, and the postal doesn't matter.
Postal means nothing, it's a 911, you gotta worry about fire,
But
fire and ambulance, that's.
Has it been done where you can actually make that change on their end?
I don't know. Because we have another applicant, the same thing, has 2 addresses. So we haven't approached that yet.
This is unique since its residence is over a business, and the access to the residences is on Marion Street.
That's what I said, if it was 2 lots, there'd be no problem.
I understand.
It's Lot 1 and Lot 2.
Right.
But being it's 1 lot,
But it looks like a good project. you know.
yeah.
It's going to change the look of the area, which is good. Can't
That's what we're
hurt
trying
at
to do
all.
now.
And just with the paving and that, you gotta look at DEME's comments, because you're probably gonna need a all-water separator, because you're parking the trucks there.
I actually printed something, I thought he was gonna be here, I wasn't sure if that's what he was referring to.
Probably, yeah, you can give him a call on that.
Oh, can I? Okay.
Yeah,
Bruce, right?
Right,
Yes.
Okay.
right. You ask him, what he specifically meant by that. And then you gotta get some, surveyor, whatever, to draw up your plans, separate plans for your landscaping, separate plans, and the buildings department give you, it's a checkoff list, isn't it, Audrey?
There's a guide for the site plan.
Okay,
That's in the back of the application, but I'll make sure that you also get it as a Word document so you can give it to your engineer. No problem.
Appreciate it.
and if you comply with all those things, that makes the process a much speedier process once you come before the board.
Which is why I'm here, because I'm trying to gather as much information as I can, so I can pass it on to the engineer, to anybody that needs it, that
Well, that's
we
the
save you guys some
checkoff list,
frustration.
and you give them the comments, which you have so far. But DEME's ones, if you get a lot of those knocked off, that'll speed up the project. But once you have most of the stuff done, your plans and everything done, you go to the checkoff list, then you can come to the planning board, to the buildings department, to put in for the permit and for appearance before the board. And I don't know if you need, I don't think you need any variances, so that would cut out the ZBA, so.
Okay. Now, I'm not sure if that's a building department question, but will the fence be required, or is that just if something I want to do? In other words, you see the gate that's there? Is that something you guys would prefer, or the building department, or is that just totally optional?
well, the gate would have to be, you'd have, if
For
you're gonna
safety
lock.
reasons.
Yeah, but if you're gonna lock it, you'd have, the fire department would need a key or something like that.
I thought the fence was just something you wanted to do. It's not something that's required by us.
Right.
to put a fence.
Yeah, but
I
if
think for a
it's,
safety issue, you might want to do it, just keep people out of it. Although they can jump the fence if they want to, so.
But you can put a
I would
lockbox,
hope not in forever, that's
Yeah.
why.
but you can put a lockbox there where the fire department has access to, and then they can
To gate.
unlock the gate.
I got
yeah,
it.
you could lock it then, yeah.
Because the way we would operate is, it would be open all day long, just shut at the end of the,
And you
at the end of the
would
day.
you be locked at nighttime?
Correct, yeah.
So there's your box that you can put there, that the fire department has access to, that they can unlock it and get in that way.
Got it, in case of an emergency.
Right, but it's something too that you could talk to the fire department, once you get approval, whatever, that they know there's a back entrance or something that makes it easier for them when they respond
Yeah,
to
if they
it.
have to, yeah.
What kind of equipment are you gonna be parking?
So we have a small landscape company, it's gonna be pickup trucks, maybe mason dumps, trailers.
So that's why you want.
It's all small equipment, right?
It's all small, it's
Yeah.
correct, yeah.
Because in the past, that building was used, they used to run like a limo service.
So it was a limo, and then it's plumbing, was it plumbing business operating out of there? It's currently still, that's how it is, still.
Well, prior to that, it was a limo.
Correct, yeah.
One thing is, you need to be aware of the maximum land coverage to
where we can disturb?
No, you have, non-permeable, so it looks like on the North Middletown side, that's all non-permeable. Gravel is considered non-permeable. You've got the house, you've got the garages, and then you've got driveways in the front, so you're allowed 75%, including your walkways. So
Right.
have your licensed professional do that calculation as well.
And you said it's 75%? I got it. So that is the reason the proposed, it says gravel. I thought only for that
Considered
reason.
impermeable, because after a couple of years.
That includes the front and the back combined.
Sure, of course, yeah, right. But if some of those sidewalks or driveways can be converted to permeable pavers, that will help.
Paver, I don't think would be considered
The
permeable.
permeable paver,
Yeah,
which is a different,
grass.
no, the paver, because we've installed them, which is with gravel base, so the water perks right through it, and it's basically becomes a dry well. So the pavers, they have like 3/16 gap, we don't use sand.
You would have to provide, the calculations
Okay.
on how much permeable they are, and, you're a licensed professional. would
Sure,
provide-
an engineer, so it's 75%, got it, okay. Am I?
Well, the setback will help.
Well,
Yeah,
sure.
because I'm, the grass, right,
Yeah,
correct.
grass.
Yeah, that's by default, the landscaping as well, right.
Mhm. It's a good project that, you might as well hope to start off and
Thank you.
run with it.
Right, it's one whole lot, okay.
Right,
Okay, I think,
All right?
thank you for coming.
Any questions? Get
Thank
hold of
you.
the building department. They'll
Thank
more than
you.
happy to help you as much as they can,
okay, appreciate it.
okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
I don't know. Do we have anything? What?
July 22nd?
Motion to approve July 22nd minutes as approved, as corrected?
Motion to approve July 22nd minutes as amended.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Anything else? Audrey?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. That 26 College.